Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by the title, this will be a reading vlog over the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. The three books are The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer. This will be a spoiler-free reading vlog with spoiler sections, and all of that will be sectioned off in the timestamps below and in the comments. I recently watched the TV show when it came out, and that's what made me want to read the books, and now here we are. I'm super excited to finally get to these. I already know this video will probably be pretty lengthy, so let's just hop right into the reading. Okay, so I'm currently reading and I just got to like the iconic part that's like when Belly and Steven and her mom first pull up to the beach house, and she obviously doesn't have her glasses, and Conrad is like, I liked you better with glasses, and Belly's said, well, too bad my contacts are here to stay. I think she says it a little bit different in the show, but I just had to point out, if someone ever said that to me in real life, I would actually cry myself to sleep. Like, I'm glad they kind of played it off like really funny in the show, but like I said, in real life I would actually cry. I just read the backstory to Junior Mint, how Billy got him, etc, and I don't know how to feel. Like, is my heart broken or am I like, oh, this is adorable? I'm so conflicted. I'll have to say, Conrad, you are so confusing. Just read the iconic Belly vlog. It was so cute, and can we just talk about Billy and Conrad's little moment? I'm obsessed. Hello vlog, sorry the lighting is way worse than the last clips. It is 8:56, so it's getting really dark, or starting to get dark, but I am doing my check-in for the day. I think I'm done reading for the day, or for now, because I'm really hungry. But I am 62 pages in and I have tabbed quite a bit. Hold on, can't really tell. Thankfully my TV lit up so you guys can see that, but I am really liking this book so far. The actors definitely like brought these characters to life like amazingly. Like, I am perfectly envisioning the actors while I'm reading, and every single actor has nailed these characters perfectly. I'm loving the summer vibes. I'm loving the relationship between everybody. So that's my update for now. Hi vlog, so it's obviously the next day. I just had to say, this book is just so funny. I love the way this is written. Like, for example, so where I'm at, Taylor's at the beach house and she's meeting the boys, and this is just so funny because Jeremiah said, so you're Belly's friend, huh? We thought she didn't have any friends. And then basically it's like Belly thought he was joking and was just joking, and then like he doesn't like turn back around to like clarify, and he's just like over there grinning, and I just thought that was really funny. Okay, so I'm now at the bonfire part, and she has met Cameron, or Camp Cameron, and this doesn't necessarily have to do with what's going on. I mean, they're like talking about it, but I just wanted to know y'all's thoughts and share my thoughts on her nickname being Belly. A lot of people hate it, but like low-key I thought it was kind of cute, like the whole backstory of it, of how that's what her dad called her, and you know, it just kind of stuck around. I feel like people who don't like it probably have never like heard or like witnessed having kind of like a weird nickname that just always kind of stuck around since you were little. I feel like those type of nicknames are like kind of cute though, like because of just the story behind it. I don't know, let me guys know if you like Belly as a nickname or not. So I'm at the bonfire part, and obviously I'm not gonna explain in detail everything that went on, but all I have to say is Belly just ate this girl up, and I just love how Belly just drags everybody. Like, why didn't y'all tell me she was so funny? Like, what? Let's just say Belly just ate up Red Sox girl and Conrad with no remorse, and I'm here for it. So I'm currently at the party scene, like towards the end where they're leaving, and while I do love Camp Cameron, I have to say Conrad and Jeremiah like teasing him is really funny. Like, I'm actually dying. So Camp Cameron, I'm not gonna like go full in depth because obviously this will be going into the spoiler free section, but Camp Cameron just making sure that Belly would be safe, and Jeremiah called him straight edge to his face. You'll understand that when you read it, but that was just really funny. You guys.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
I have no words. What the heck was chapter 42? I was not prepared. I'm gonna have to go to the spoiler section and say my thoughts. Hello vlog, it's the next day and I did not update you guys on my progress of the reading, but I actually ended up finishing the summer I turned pretty last night. It was so good. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I'm gonna like share all my thoughts about the books at the end of the video, so I'm not gonna say much right now, but I tapped it so much. So I don't really know what I'm about to say is going to be a spoiler or not, but I'm gonna put it in the spoiler section anyways. But I just got to the part where Belly is on her night swim and Conrad is there and he's smoking, which I really like the change from him smoking in the show. I'm gonna have to bleep that word out because of YouTube, but they changed the smoking, what he was smoking in the show versus the book, which I like because it's more modern. I just read the iconic line, "What will you give me if I do?" When Belly's asking him to quit and stuff. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm screaming. But like, oh my gosh, Conrad has been such like so weird this whole book so far and moody, but I'm here for it. My favorite color is red. So I have some thoughts on Miss Taylor for you guys. So I've always seen like, oh, like she's a bad friend, yada yada yada, but they portray her way better in the show. And so I was like, okay, this will be interesting to see like what she's like in the books, y'all. Essentially, her and Belly are upstairs talking, and you know, Taylor was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go for Conrad, etc, etc. But then later on, she says that she knows that Belly has been obsessed with Conrad for a long time. So you know that, yet you're still gonna try to go after him? What kind of friend? I am so confused. I am glad they changed that in the show because, sis, what are you doing? Okay guys, so I'm on page 106 and I'm pretty sure I just got to the part that everybody talks about. They're super glad did not make it into the show. Basically what's happening is there's this guy named Clay over, and him and Jeremiah and Conrad are like sitting there, and then Belly wanted to go for a night swim and yada yada. They get to talking. Clay seems like he's like a disgusting weird person, and I just got to the part where Clay looks at her and is like, do you have a boyfriend? And she says yes. Girl, why would you say that? And then she looks at Conrad after, like, girl, I'm embarrassed. Like, no way you're out here like, oh my gosh. I agree with all of you that said you're glad that it didn't make it into the show. You guys, I literally can't. I'm on page 149 and they're at that Greg Kingsey party, whatever. I know I messed that up, but and Conrad is arguing with this tattoo guy. And why did Billy go up and she's trying to stop the fight from happening? Girl, you should have just walked away. The secondhand embarrassment I feel right now. Y'all about to get my reaction. I can't, no way. So I literally just turned the page. They're just talking about how like, guy doesn't really want to fight Conrad, but you know, Conrad's looking for a fight. And freaking Belly over here put her hand on Conrad's chest. It's giving, look at me, you're not like this energy. Sorry for the lighting change. It is way later now since the last spoiler clip, but I'm at Belly's birthday. We all know Conrad forgot his present, yada yada yada. It did hurt less in the book. They just kind of like brushed past it, but Jeremiah and Belly and Conrad, they're in the kitchen, I believe. Wait, no, they're upstairs. And they're talking about the charm. Jeremiah's like asking if like she likes it, and then it's from like a really expensive place. So she was like, it's from this place. I don't know how to pronounce it, that's why I'm not saying it. It must have been really expensive. And Jeremiah said, I saved up all summer to buy it. Now, I am a team Conrad girly, but I do have to say, these Jeremiah scenes. But then again, Jeremiah is still giving bestie this whole book. I'm not seeing any type of connection. But, this was just so cute of him. Update. Your girl is actually dumb. So obviously, this is a spoiler part, so you've already read this book. But, so when I said the last clip out, oh my god, he saved up all summer, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, well, that's because I was so excited and so overwhelmed. I was like, okay, I have to pick up my phone and vlog now my reaction. But he was literally joking. And this is why I'm Team Conrad, people. Why would he play like that? That's not even funny. Chapter 42. What the heck was that? So first we start off with Belly's like, okay, we're gonna confess my feelings. And I was like, okay, she's gonna get it out. And then she like said what she needed to say. And then of course Conrad, being Conrad, he had to say some stupid stuff. They was arguing, and then Jeremiah pulled up. They started fist fighting. and then boom, 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 and then the moms come out, and then it comes out, you know, that Susanna has cancer, which I knew was coming. And now they're all crying, and the chapter ended sadly. This was emotional whiplash. So now moving on right into the next book, and that is It's Not Summer Without You. I just know it's gonna be rough for me considering I'm team Conrad, but I'm still really excited to see what happens in this book. Hello, so I'm 80 pages in, and I want to give a little update to where I'm at for the spoiler free part. And all to say, so far this book is like a complete 180 from the first in terms of like the vibes. Like book 1 was very much happy, angsty, etc, etc. Book 2 is very much depression. It's sad. I was like tearing up at some part, and I was just like, wow. And like 8 pages in, and still like it's still a very sad feel, which I honestly don't have a problem with, but I was like, whoa, I was not expecting that switch up. But yeah, and right now I'm at the part where it is Belly's prom, which I'm like nervous about because I've just seen a bunch of stuff about like, ooh, like people's hearts break at whatever happens at prom. I think right now they just like arrived at prom or something, but I'll film my reaction to whatever happens at prom for the spoiler. Okay, so I think I read the part that everyone freaks out about, but I mean, we also like coming, maybe there's more. I just need to keep reading on because the next chapter is in Jeremiah's POV, so yeah, but I'm loving the dope POV. Hey vlog, so it's the next day. Sorry for the weird angle. I just finished this book literally 5 seconds ago, y'all. Put in my review on Goodreads. 5 out of 5 stars. I'm sorry I didn't update it, but you guys, I was so into this I could even think about picking up my phone and record. But for the spoiler section, I will say this book, oh my gosh, there is so much stuff that goes down, so be prepared when you read this. But one thing I am gonna say, like about the plot or whatever, is I really hope we get to see the road trip scene in the second season because I really liked it. It was super cute. I just loved everything about this. It's hard to say a lot without spoiling it because it's all big stuff, but we just know there's some wild stuff that goes on, and I think I'm more confused or just as confused as Belly, like what. And also another thing that I really liked about this book was I love seeing more into Jeremiah's head and how he feels about Belly, because the first book is just Belly's POV, but we get Jeremiah's too, and hopefully in the third book we get Conrad's. I'm pretty sure we do, but I'll obviously let you guys know whenever I read that. But Tab did a decent amount, but yeah. I'm 80 pages in. I just filmed an update for the spoiler free section, but I had to just talk about some thoughts that I have. So one, can we just talk about everything like around Susanna's death and funeral? Y'all, I was not okay, and I'm already not okay from Stranger Things, so this was just like, whoa, I was tearing up. And then, oh my gosh, can we just talk about like the after, I want to say after party, it's literally a funeral, like the reception, I guess, I don't know what you call it, at the Fisher's house. And Belly, she went down. Okay, first of all, I thought it was super cute that she went down to give Jeremiah and Steven plates to eat, because like she knew Jeremiah did not want to deal with all the people. But anyways, she went to give Conrad a plate, and he was down there with his ex-girlfriend Pain. And Conrad, he's just being so rude, and like I get it, he's grieving, but like don't take that out on other people. And then, oh my god, it was so embarrassing, like after they argued and stuff, she ran up the stairs, not her tripping. That's so embarrassing. Imagine you just go off on somebody and you trip up the stairs. That's karma. I really hope they don't put that in the show. But now I'm at prom, and oh my god, Conrad's like ruining the day, like with his mood. I'm like, Conrad, get it together, please. I can't with his attitude. And I'm team Conrad too. Jeremiah has been like saying stuff like, oh, like how he loves Belly. I'm still not convinced. It's still giving he only likes her because Conrad likes her. It's still giving bestie. Just finished this book. I just recorded a quick little clip for the spoiler free section, but you guys, so much freaking happened. And like I told the other section, like I would have like picked up my phone and like said it, but I was so like into the book, I just was just flipping. I could not think about picking up my phone, so I just kind of talk quickly because I want to like read the third book like literally right now. So okay, like can we just talk about Mr. Fisher? He was trying to sell the beach house. Okay, wait, first of all, hold up, I don't even remember the last thing I recorded in regards to this book, but not Conrad running away. What? That was crazy. Thankfully, he ran away to Cousin's Beach. I don't know why I didn't think he would be there. I was really like, where is he at? Like, duh, it just makes sense he's at Cousin's Beach. And then, not freaking Mr. Fisher trying to sell it. Like, boy, you weren't even part of this tradition. That is so selfish of him. Party, Belly getting drunk, her going back and forth between brothers. I'm just glad all that got taken care of. But Belly, oh my gosh, she was kind of embarrassing a lot of times in this book. Like, girl, can we just chill out, please? And then let's just skip all that. I just had to comment on Jeremiah. So y'all know they take Conrad back to school, and he catches Jeremiah and Belly kissing in the car. which Jeremiah and Belly have kind of had little moments, but I'm not buying them. It's still giving bestie. Here's the real tea. I think Jeremiah, because since we've gotten more of like what he thinks and how he views Belly, I think Jeremiah only wants Belly or take an interest in Belly so he can have something and win something that Conrad doesn't have. That's what I literally think it is. Even after they kiss, like, it was like cute. I was like, oh my gosh, but it's still giving best friend. And then I can't remember right now. I'm pretty sure then they go on the road trip afterwards. Yeah, because they're going back. But yeah, like, I can't believe she got him kiss, or I can't believe that Conrad caught them kissing. And then they go on the road trip. It's like whatever, the little slushy part. I was like, oh, that's cute. I tabbed it. I really hope we get to see that in like the season, them on the little road trip. Oh yeah, and then Conrad like saying all that mean stuff to Billy, which is like, I get it. Like, she's going back and forth. She should have never engaged in that kiss with Jeremiah, but like Conrad, he was being like he's so wishy-washy. You kind of want to be like, Belly girl, what are you doing? But at the same time, Conrad, what are you doing? So that's that. And then, you know, the road trip happens, or they're on their way back or whatever, and then it's like raining, so they pull over to a motel, and then he want to talk about some I didn't mean it, and they just kind of ignore her. But then Belly, like, in a way, I'm pretty sure she kind of like lets him go, lets Conrad go, which I'm like, good for her. But sis, you do not need to be going to Jeremiah. This is going to be a the third book is gonna be a roller coaster. Oh, and also, sorry, I'm like going all over the place right now. Laurel putting Mr. Fisher in his place. Oh, you go ahead, girl, go queen. Like, when she was cussing him out, I was like, ooh. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. Oh yeah, the infinity necklace, that scene. A knife in the heart. Okay, my heart's over here. A knife in the heart. I think that's honestly all I really have to say. I tabbed a lot less, but I still tabbed a decent amount. But I'm gonna start third book now. I'm gonna go outside and read this and then update you guys probably either at my 50 or 100 page mark. Hello, update time. So I'm actually not even near 50 pages and I'm on page 18, so like not even close to like 10% in. Y'all, the first like 1 to 2%, I was like, okay, maybe I am team Jeremiah. Like, maybe he is the better choice. I don't know about that now that I've read up to page 18. All I have to say is I knew Lacey was sus, but I think I do have a unpopular opinion about this whole situation. I'm on page 57 and Belly is currently deciding to go to the beach house in Cousins, and I think I already know where this is going. Update. My theory was wrong. Sorry for the bad lighting. It is really late, but I had like a little comment. Something's happening between Belly and Jeremiah, and Belly is telling Taylor about it, and Taylor's like being a good friend, and it just made me think like a lot of people slander Taylor for being like a bad friend and like stuff like that, but like I do definitely agree she's way better portrayed in the show. Like, she's not that bad in the book, in my opinion. I just finished chapter 11. All I have to say is I'm not happy. I don't know what they were thinking. You guys, I'm about to start chapter 20 and we're finally getting Conrad's POV. I'm so excited. A little update for the spoiler-free section. I'm honestly not sure what I left off like talking to you guys about, but to give some context, I'm about to start chapter 25, and let's just say there's a big situation going on. Jeremiah and Belly, and the parents aren't too happy about it, and it's honestly insane. I was super shocked. I did not expect type of outcome at all. Like, it's very like reasonable. Like, the parents have the right to be upset over this, and I definitely can see why people are saying like Jeremiah's character was like messed up in the third book, because even with me being like not even 50% in, like, Jeremiah's character is like really different from the other two books. He's a lot more kind of like really, he's in a fraternity and he's really taken on like that frat boy persona in the third book, which I don't really like. All I gotta say is chapter 28, it's Conrad's POV. And let's just say I love Conrad's POV. I did not know that I needed a handyman Conrad until now. Like, okay, I see you. I also didn't know that I needed Belly and Conrad and Michaels until now. And also, can we just talk about how I'm learning new things while reading this book? And they said you can't learn much from romance books. I've learned what hurricane bases are and what hand canceling stamps are. So I'm a scholar. So I'm on page 234, just started chapter 47, and Conrad and Belly are having a conversation, and I just knew this conversation was not gonna go well, and it's not going very well, and I'm just like, ooh, yikes. And I still got a couple more pages left of this to go. Oh gosh, this book is so stressful, you guys. I just love Conrad and Laurel's relationship. It just hits. Whenever you get to book 3, chapter 51, you'll understand. I just finished this book and I'm so happy. I really love how she included the a couple of years later. I just found this out today, but like apparently like this like copy like edition has extra bonus content, and so I'm about to read that, and then I'm going to log in everything on Goodreads, and then I'm going to film 2 different like reviews which you guys will see over the series. So a short little one for the spoiler free people, and then a spoiler discussion for the people who have already read the books or don't care about spoilers and would rather watch a reading vlog over it. 18 pages in, and like I was telling my spoiler free section, like I was like, oh my god, like Team like Jeremiah, like I can kind of see it. Even though he's still giving bestie, I do have to say they're pretty cute in a relationship, Jeremiah and Belly. They go to the same college, super cute. She was talking about how they do laundry together, they spent all this time together. Let me see, I like tabbed it because I thought it was so cute, but like she came back from her exam and he was sleeping in her bed, and they ate breakfast together, and then we get to the party, which like I knew this was happening, like that this was gonna come out somehow, that like Jeremiah like cheated or whatever, but I didn't realize it was gonna be like in like the first like 10% of the book, so that's interesting. But okay, sorry, my phone cut off because of storage, so I had to take care of that, so don't really remember where I left off, but I know I was talking about Lacey, and I know her and Jeremiah hooked up, but then it was like they hooked up over their spring break when him and Belly were on a break, and it just seemed like a difference of communication. So I'm gonna say this real quick before I get cut off again, but I'm sorry, but I do not think Jeremiah cheated. Yes, I get that it hurts or whatever because someone you really love, like whatever, mess with someone else when you guys were broken up, but they're broken up, they're on a break. And I'm Team CONRAD. So like it doesn't even matter to me. I don't think he's necessarily wrong. I know like a lot of people try to say like, oh my god, Jeremiah cheats. And honestly, this is very out of character for Jeremiah. Like I definitely see why people say that. I have a theory. So I'm on page 37, and Belly decided, she's like, oh, I'm here being bored at my house over on a break or whatever. Why don't I go to my favorite place? And I know the way Jenny Han works. I bet you, since like her and Jeremiah are like broken up or whatever, or maybe they are together. I don't know. I can't tell the timeline right now, but actually I think this is when they're still together because it's talking about Christmas. And they broke up like towards the end of the school year. But anyways, I bet you she's gonna go to cousins, and Conrad's gonna be there, and they're gonna have a moment. My theory was right. It's Conrad. I freaking knew it. Jenny Han, you cannot trick me. Not Jeremiah and Belly getting married. Well, he proposed, but she said yes after she was hurt and all that. This is so stupid. I literally knew this was coming. Like, I knew that they're gonna get married and stuff, but like, come on now. Like, he literally broke your heart. And like, they've been like kind of telling stuff like about their relationship, and it doesn't sound like y'all are that compatible. Why are we getting married? Then the next chapter starts off with, that night I had a dream about Conrad. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know fully what this chapter will entail, but like, girl, you're dreaming about somebody's brother the same night you got proposed to? Interesting. So it is the next day. I wanted to give a short little update. I haven't gotten much farther since the last time I talked to you guys. I just have to talk about the whole aftermath of Belly and Jeremiah telling the family that they're getting married. So last time I talked to you guys, I was like, oh yeah, like not her having a dream about Conrad. I was like, girl, get it together. But now she talks to Taylor, Annika, whatever. But then the freaking, okay, so obviously, as you guys know, that Susanna really helped out with like this woman's shelter, and they were holding a event in her memory. And so everybody's there. Mr. Fisher, Conrad, Jeremiah, Steven, Belly's mom, you know. Well, Belly, Steven's mom said. And I had a feeling this was gonna happen, but they went out to eat afterwards, and basically Jeremiah announced it, and the parents weren't too happy about it, which I was actually really surprised about, because it was like this big thing, like, and I'm just really shook. Oh my gosh, like I was like, this is so bad, like not like it's bad or anything, but like this is such a bad situation. Her mother was making good points, like if Jeremiah has to buy that ring with a credit card, he cannot really afford it, and they should not be getting married. But yeah, and then Conrad, he was there. Babes, he left that restaurant without saying goodbye. He was mad, and like, I know Jeremiah does not vibe with Conrad and Belly's, like, even like friendship or whatever, but, and Belly's mom threatened to not go to the wedding. Like, what the heck? And like, they're trying to have this wedding in like 2 months. which is actually insane. Jeremiah, he is so delusional. Y'all are so young. Remind you, Belly just finished her freshman year, so like she's like my age, so like 18, maybe 19. And then Jeremiah just finished his sophomore year, so he'll be a junior. Way too young to be getting married. I'm on page 154. Not Belly talking about she gonna leave, and I just read a little bit ahead because I was like, what the heck? She's going to cousin's speech, but like, girl, all because your mother is trying to save you and Jeremiah for making a dumb mistake of getting married at 18 and 19. I can't. This is a lot of stress. And not CONRAD staying at cousins. Real interesting. So I'm on page 146 where Jeremiah and CONRAD are like talking. They're at the beach, and CONRAD's trying to like figure out more about the situation, and you know, it got a little bit heated, and Jeremiah got mad, and he was like, it's between me and Belly. And CONRAD was like, and CONRAD got mad because Jeremiah like swam away, and CONRAD like hit the water, and he said, I wanted to kick his A-word. This is between me and Belly. Smug piece of. He was marrying my girl, and I couldn't do anything about it. I just had to watch it happen because he was my brother. Because I promised. Take care of him, Connie. I'm counting on you. I knew this was like in the book somewhere, but I did not realize I was coming up on it soon. I'm not okay. CONRAD is making me cry on the inside. Just imagine a tear coming down. So it's like a little flashback. No way he messed with a girl named Agnes. Anyways, and basically just talking about how he loved Belly and how he wished he could take back what he said at the motel, that he didn't love her, and that his way of protecting Jeremiah the past couple of years is staying away because he doesn't want to ruin what him and Belly have, him being Jeremiah, and that it's dangerous for him being CONRAD, to be around Belly because he just loves her so much. And he was like, I know if I'm around, all I'm gonna want is something I can't have. My heart. You guys, I'm too weak. I finally got to the iconic part that has been like trending on Twitter, or not Twitter, TikTok, like the sound, and it's chapter 35. CONRAD, he says, I would rather have had someone shoot me in the head with a nail gun repeatedly than have to watch the two of them cuddling on the couch together all night. Hello vlog. So it is the next day. Obviously I am about to finish this book in one sitting, but I read one chapter and I was like, I already have to tell the spoiler section my thoughts on something. So basically this is chapter 42, and CONRAD like cut his leg, and so Belly's like helping him like get it all together. And that is one trope I always eat up when someone's like injured or sick and the other person has to help them out. Yep, I'm gonna eat it up every time. The one part I tapped, it was like CONRAD leaned in closer to me, his head just barely resting on my shoulder as I cleaned. I know, that's right, but then again, girl, you're about to marry his brother. I'm so scared for the upcoming chapters because I just know it's gonna be a mess. Because I obviously know she's gonna end up with CONRAD by the end of this book, but how is this all gonna play out? I'm not okay. Not CONRAD buying that glass unicorn for Belly. That is so freaking cute. We love when men remember the little details. You guys, I am screaming. I don't remember what I last told y'all, but basically CONRAD and Belly are having a conversation on the beach after Jeremiah's bachelor party, and CONRAD obviously found out about Jeremiah sleeping with Lacey, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna tell Belly. And then obviously Belly got mad, she ran off, and why I just started reading, boom boom, then he's gonna call out, I still love you. CONRAD, you're a little late. Oh my god. No way. CONRAD just said, I don't know if I'll ever get you out of my system, not completely. I have this feeling that you'll always be here, or you'll always be there, here. And then he touches his heart. You're done. Well, actually, no, you're not done. I don't know how to feel. I just finished chapter 52. All I have to say is yikes. I think Jeremiah kind of like blew off the wedding. Even though they haven't specifically said it, but you know, they had a little talk. Belly told Jeremiah that CONRAD confessed feelings for Belly, yada yada yada, and then Jeremiah was like, yo, do you still have feelings? And he said that he knew that she saw him over Christmas, and I was like, ooh. I obviously know that this wedding is not gonna fall through, but it's now wedding day. Like the next chapter 53, it is wedding day, and Jeremiah left last night, so, and I doubt he's back. So this shall be really interesting to read. Y'all, the girls are fighting. Well, actually the boys, but so like I said, Jeremiah ran away, and so Conrad found him at the garden, and y'all, they got to talking. Why Jeremiah punch him? I knew it was coming, but I'm still shook. Bro, the spoiler section for this third book is going to be fat because there's so much going on right now and I have so much to say. So y'all know how Conrad handed him the letter and he's reading it. So I got a theory. But we'll get to that. And he's reading it and he starts crying or whatever. But then Jeremiah is being so mean. He's like, "You're dead to me. When Belly and I get married, you'll never see her again or me, yada yada yada." And then Jeremiah handed Conrad the letter back and was like, "This is yours, not mine." So like I assume, because it's always been like a thing, like, oh yeah, like Conrad and Belly, like they're gonna be the ones that like get together, like yada yada yada. So like I have a feeling like the letter was really like to Conrad. You know what I mean? Like it was originally meant for Conrad because Susanna had always wanted Conrad and Belly to be the ones to get married, is what I assume. Oh yeah, duh. Okay, so y'all, so much was going on, so I didn't see it. But yeah, he said, "This is yours, not mine." Then he left. I sat on the beach and opened the paper up. It said, "Dear Conrad," and I started to cry too. So the letter was for Conrad. I assume Susanna didn't like specify because I'm pretty sure Jeremiah's name was on the envelope, or maybe not. And it was like specifically for to be open on like the wedding day. Anyways, okay, I'm about to start chapter 55, so I have just a couple more chapters left. I'm emo. Conrad pulling out the infinity necklace. They said goodbye, you guys. Hello vlog, thank you for sticking through. If you watched all the way up to this point, I went through a ton of emotions. I'm finally finished with this series and I feel empty inside. I have so many thoughts, but for the spoiler-free discussion, let's just get right into it. I tabbed these books a decent amount, but anyways, these books, if I can describe each book in 2 words, the first book would be happy and angsty, second book, depression and sadness, and the third and final book, stressful and frustrating. But this was just such a good series. I don't know really what to say without like spoiling it, but definitely check this out if you want to read it. Like if you're interested, I highly recommend to look into it. At least just try. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people like the show better, but genuinely, I love these books. These were all 5 stars for me. I think what really helped me really like it as much as I did is just because of the TV show. I really like the TV show, and just having the TV show like visuals already in my head, it just made it easier to visualize everything. I just really enjoyed it, and these books have made me even more excited for the upcoming season and hopefully a 3rd season as well. And also, if you kind of want to know my thoughts about like, oh, how did they adapt this like into a show well, like did you like it? I love the show, like I said, and I think they did a really good job adapting it. There obviously is a bunch of changes, but they're all good changes. Like for example, in the first book, there's like no debutante ball plot at all. Like that's just like not a thing, but it is in the show. It's a big thing in the show, and I loved it. It was just everything. But yeah, all the changes were good and necessary. And then Steven has a lot more of a role, Nicole has a lot more of a role, and we got to see more of how Conrad and Jeremiah are feeling. Like it's less centered on just Belly. We get to see more of the other characters, which I really enjoy, especially because like these books are really short. You know, you don't see a lot of what the other characters think are going through, so I'm glad we get to see that through the show. But overall, like I said, 5 out of 5 series. I love them so much. Finished this whole series in just under a week. So now we're on to my spoiler discussion. I don't have anything written down. We're just going right off the top of my head. If you didn't watch my spoiler free section, because why would you? I basically rated all these books a 5 out of 5. Loved them. I know the 3rd book is so controversial. Like, so this is really why I wanted to have this discussion, is to really kind of discuss like my thoughts about all of this and just like things about the series in general. And feel free to like comment any thoughts at all down below and we can keep the discussion going. So I really liked how this kind of series and book 3 ended, which I know is kind of like, I feel like that might be a little controversial. I know there's a lot of differing opinions about the 3rd book, but I personally already said this in like the spoiler section, but I don't really think Jeremiah cheated. I mean, it definitely wasn't the best move to hook up with someone when you're on a break from someone that you truly care about or you say that you care about, but I don't think he cheated. But I do think it was like not the best move at all. So that's just why. And I'm a team Conrad girly, so it's like me me saying that, it's not like I'm team Jeremiah and trying to like make excuses for him or anything like that, but like that's just truly what I think. Them getting married, I was like, what the heck? I thought that was gonna turn me off from the book and like not give it a 5 out of 5, but I still liked how it all went through and like how the parents and people were like not here for it. Now if they were here for it, I would have been like, yeah, no, I can't. But the fact that they were against it made me like it. And I know there's a lot of discussion about Jeremiah's character, and I'm just kind of like, I see both sides of like the argument. I don't necessarily really think that his character was fully messed up or changed, but I do think his actions still align to how he is in the previous book. And what I mean for that is like, yes, he definitely is a lot more like douchey and frat boy and is ill. In this third book, like he really takes on that frat boy persona, which he doesn't really give hints of in other books, but he has definitely displayed that he's pretty immature in the other 2 books, and I think we can still see that immaturity in the third book. So that's why I'm like, he didn't change that much in the third book, but there definitely is still a change. And I just think, while yes, him and Belly, they loved each other, etc, etc, it was never gonna be Jeremiah. From the beginning, it was set up that she was gonna end up with CONRAD. I just think him and Belly, it's just friendship love. They love each other as friends, and I think sometimes people in that type of situation, they can kind of confuse romantic feelings for just really deep friendship feelings, considering they've grown up together, etc, etc. And like I've stated earlier, I just think Jeremiah just wanted something over CONRAD. He loved the idea of Belly, but didn't truly love Belly. And like when we were getting scenes of Jeremiah and Belly together, I wasn't feeling the vibe. They just aren't meant to be together, and they never were meant to be together. I do think it was always CONRAD, but I will say, even though I am team CONRAD, he still acted a mess. He was still very wishy-washy, which was just kind of like, CONRAD, get it together. But I mean, that's how life works for some people. But I will say, I do like how they call off the wedding, and like they didn't go through with it, but I'm like, ooh, it's a little, y'all cut it a little close. But I'm glad they had a talk. I'm glad that she didn't jump to CONRAD right away. And you know, she continued living out her life. She roomed with her friend, she studied abroad in Spain. Like, I'm glad she got to have that experience and grow up. The fact that CONRAD sent her letters, that is so cute, and he sent gifts with it as well. But anyways, but yeah, I'm just glad like they got to grow up. I'm glad CONRAD got to grow up. I'm just glad everybody had time to like heal, figure themselves out before CONRAD and Belly ended up getting together, getting married. I love the a couple years later chapter. I feel like that was very necessary, because I know, well, as much as I'm team CONRAD, I still really like Jeremiah and I want the best for him. I really like his character, and I'm glad it seems like he's moved on, found someone new. I'm glad he can be civil and get it along with CONRAD and stuff. Yeah, so I'm just glad we have that growth. But I will say, I do wish we just got to see more of Belly's journey, like after that, like her figuring out herself, spending time in Spain. And I wish we got to see like the journey of like her and CONRAD reconnecting and seeing them together fully, because we never got to see them like together in like a real sense. Someone started a petition for Jenny Han to release like some type of epilogue novel of them two, or some type of novella, because I would love to see more CONRAD and Belly content. Overall, this series was such a good reading experience. I'm so glad I decided to vlog it, and I hope you guys enjoyed all my reactions. I know this is gonna be a long one, but I'm super excited to edit it and get it out to you guys. So congratulations if you made it all the way to the end of this video. I'm already anticipating that it's going to be a pretty long video, so thank you for sticking to the end. Comment, like, and subscribe. I have another reading vlog coming for you guys right after this one. I'm starting it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really liked filming it. I definitely want to do a lot more reading vlogs in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Into the place